ready with me to go skiing while I tell you about the top 3 things that happened in the US economy and stock markets this week. For those of you who are new, I post this video every single Saturday breaking down all the big headlines for the week. So if you're the type of person who likes to stay informed, be sure to check out my page and hit the follow button. Update number 1, we just got a new number on the ISM Services PMI, which is basically a health checkup for service-related businesses in the US. Think restaurants, banks, stores, hospitals, stuff like that. In December of 2024, that health checkup number went to 54.1. Basically, anything above 50 is a sign that things are looking really good. Anything below 50, not so great. That index looks at things like how busy businesses are, if they're hiring or firing, if they're getting new orders for their businesses. And it's looking like businesses are generally busy. They're not really hiring or firing necessarily, but things are looking pretty good. Update number 2, let's talk about US crude oil. This is the ugliest part of the get ready with me. So US crude oil rose for the 3rd week in a row and it went up to $77 per barrel. This means that oil has gone up by like 10% over the last 3 weeks. Investors and economists are pretty worried about this just because there are potential global supply chain issues with that, but we'll see how it unfolds in the coming weeks. It's looking like it's going to be a bluebird, so I want these. Lastly, update number 3, let's talk about the US stock market. So major US stock indices fell by about 2%, and this would be the 2nd week in a row of losses. It was actually the 4th negative week out of 5 for the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is just the 500 largest US companies. This came about because investors are a little bit uncertain about how the Fed is handling interest rates, so there's a little bit of a blip in the market. If you're a long-term investor, you have nothing to worry about. As I always say, keep calm and invest on. And that's all I have for the week. If this video is helpful for you, let me know by liking the video or leaving a comment. That way I know to keep doing these. If you're new here, I post this video every single Saturday, so check out my page and hit the follow button so you don't miss out. I'm gonna hit the slopes now.